You live. You live too. It's been a minute, yeah. I know I'm pretty weird. I work hard at it. Oh, it feels kind of bright. At least the freckles in my eyes. So how can we remedy that? Angle? What is he talking about? Hi, my name is Elliot, and I live stream like it's nobody's business. I say things because they sound pretty, because beautiful things inspire me. But I promise you, they never mean what they've ever meant before. Like it's a meme or a saying, because that's just not how I roll. I quite literally roll with kicks and punches. And I understand that as far as like my opportunity goes, as a human being on YouTube streaming, that from my vantage, it's less important that I explain anything that can be used against me in the court of law. Or more specifically, can be used against like the planet, because I know potent stuff that anybody could know, but I'm just not afraid enough to stop. Like, oh my god, you can blow up the planet with your mind? Apparently. I suggest you try it accidentally and then figure out how to not, because whoops. Man, he's crazy. Most of my life I've been that guy, but it's always tongue-in-cheek. It's, oh, Elliot's crazy. Like, Elliot's crazy good, or Elliot's crazy this, or Elliot's crazy that, but it's never like admitting how crazy Elliot is, because when people do that, they're afraid of me. Which is why my whole life, in my growing and in my like fractured psychology, it's been a real fucking job to try and get close to people, because when you're not afraid of anything, people are afraid of you. And it's not like I'm fucking impervious to fear. I'm just not afraid of unreal things, things that don't appear to me. And my imagination has always preferred to chill on more lively, adventurous ideas and things. Because I know the power of words, the power of song, and the power of getting along. Is that enough? Is that 5 minutes? I feel like I don't have to spend nearly as long to get the ushers moving along. You know what I mean? I like it's like, what's that guy's channel's name? L Il Ildux Ildux P Page Fate but fight. It's like Elder Fate, Elder Fights, El Dus Balance. I I'm so used to fighting the light at night. With all the good in the dark. Like it's a fucking crime. That it's become someone else's nature that I'm not anymore. To be reluctant to share truth. Not in general, but of myself, because that's all that generally is. So I speak in riddles and rhymes. Because I know that's all that's important. I know that's all we need to hear what you're going to hear anyways. Whether it's beauty or fright. And that response is not my ability or inability, but yours as a listener. Unfortunately, we live in a time, it's very temporal, it's unfortunate, fortunate, like, it is what it is, and we created it because we're geniuses. But before I get a little two-dimensionally twisty, I'm gonna turn down some of the lights because I'm winding down and I'm mostly just saying goodnight. And it's been a minute since I've been online because I don't always look like I know what I'm doing because I always know what I'm doing. And it's almost never what anybody sees. But not anybody entirely. This pause is a moment to register, recognize, respect, and love the braveness of a soul that has never shied away from me. Because I never existed any more than they have or did. But I can't be the only one that doesn't shy away. And so that little rhyme was not a poem, but a true say to express thank you in the most generalized way. 919. Are we getting where we're going? I don't know. Because I don't know where you're going. I know where we're all going. I know the final destination. And spoiler alert, everybody dies. Finally. Finale. In a case of nothing, don't be afraid. unless you're only living to stay alive. I fucking hate this as a means of communicating, because I listen to myself and I'm like, fuck me. The audience across time is so splintered that I can't speak straight for fear of somebody thinking that they understand without misunderstanding. I know that might sound a little crazy. Let's see if I can get this out. Nobody says anything ever. Everyone is always ever only listening. And if you're not listening, then who you're assuming is speaking to you is only ever, in a capacitive way, able to express energetically a vibration, a frequency that you are acting as a gateway. These words, they sound wooey and I can't even fake it. Fuck stupidity. No, I love stupidity. Stupidity's, I'm redeeming it because everything is awesome. Unless you're like willfully ignorant. And that's maybe the label that I'm 12, 21, just counting seconds like it's codes, dropping bombs on anyone. See that? I'll try and come at it from a different angle. I'm a yogi, I'm a shaman, I'm a psychic, I'm an alien. I'm interdimensional, I'm extraterrestrial, I'm fucking human. And none of that means anything unless you truly want to know beyond my meaning. Because I promise you, what I mean is beyond what you think it is, except if maybe you're an exceptional someone, which in the binary realm of polarity, which just means dynamic, energetic balancing as a manner of fact, if a formula for manifesting. So I account for what I've always had faith and believed in, and only recently, fuck it, discerned a unit of knowing to be like, yeah, that exists, they exist, that's all I've ever wanted. Not to have, because you can't have anything, only an idea, and knowing someone can exist is I don't know. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to get too romantic because almost no one is going to get it. 15, 08, 09, 10, 11. I think I just about had it. Because I wanted to just mostly share that I'm still alive. I'm still kicking ass, taking names, dropping hats, and throwing waves. And I want to share my light a little bit, even if it's coming in like reverse, because that's not right. Get it? Because it's not my right hand. I'm left-handed, and that's neither here nor there. But it looks like my right hand is my left hand because YouTube flips it. Oh, because YouTube's the enemy. Nah, man, fuck it. Who cares? It's just nothing can hurt you if you know it. I think I'm coming on today because I've had it with being under attack. I'm over giving my power away to false idols like people saying that they're my family, like a world that throws around I love you but can walk down the street and not pick up a piece of litter. Like, have you ever picked up a piece of litter? Like just somebody else's fucking garbage? Have you ever picked up someone else's piece of garbage and like held on to it until you got to a garbage and then threw it out because you're like, who else is gonna pick it up? Okay, so like besides that one time, and I'm not talking about volunteering. In all my life, I've done that most of my days. And I know you haven't, because if you had, there wouldn't be any garbage on the floor. There wouldn't be any garbage anywhere. Because there's no such thing as trash. There's no such thing as pollution. Everything is made from something and is becoming something else. And I've committed my life to being myself, which is just the truth. And I'm going to say I'm surrounded by people, but I just, to be honest, don't know anyone. Not yet, or really, that would rather think highly of me because that's their experience. If it means disproving how little faith they have in humanity. Because Elliot does weird things because the world's fucked up and smart looks fucking weird. And I think that's all I've got, because there's nothing else here. I think that, don't quote me, but I think that I'm done live streaming. I think that I'm done being anything but a husband and a father and a best friend. What? Elliot, you got married? What? Elliot, you have kids? What? Elliot, you have a friend? That's another error in the air. If I risk my life to save yours, I'm risking my life and my children's and my grandchildren's and their children. Because if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take, because my children one day are the most awesome specks of light riding spaceships of dust through the lime, which is a kind of stone. Think citric. Think acid. And you can't prove anything to anyone. You can't know anyone in this way. And nobody wants to know anybody. If you don't believe me, just look outside and look at the masks that people are just wearing outside. Like, you'd rather wear a mask and hide your willful ignorance than understand what a virus is, or health, or spirit, or energy, or vibration, or why gateways and portals and astrals and psychics are not just words that you heard on TV once, but terminologies of accuracy trying their best to describe your reality in a way that makes sense to you. Because if reality doesn't make sense to you, then reality doesn't get to live, and that's all reality wants to do, which is why everybody dies, because everybody alive is such a fucking waste of life. It's a crying motherfucking shame. So I don't know why I'm gonna make even one more video. I might, because fuck it. I love to sing and dance and apparently cry, because I've had the most wonderful glory. Like I've cried more than anyone I know, and I know everyone. Apparently, I'm a super powerful psychic, and that's more of a burden than anything else. Of course, you could never relate to that unless you're an exceptional someone. In which case, I'm the one being like, man, that sucks for you, because I'm new to this, and you are ancient. And none of you are powerful. Because if you were powerful, I wouldn't be. Nobody wants power. Power is fucking such a bitch. But it's only given to those that don't refuse responsibility. What are you doing with your life, Elliot? Well, do you want to know things that you don't believe in? Because afterlife, heaven, hell, angels, demons, conspiracies, secret governments, inner earth, outer space. You look up at the sky and you think you see stars, which are balls of gas, because you've never seen a star before, especially if you live in the fucking city. But you read it in a book and everybody talks about stars like they know what the fucking stars are. And if you question it, you'll look silly. And you'd rather not look silly, so you'd be fucking ignorant, which is why you have no power, and I'm not going to give it to you. Because my whole life I've tried, and you refuse it. Because it's easier. To say, I lived and died. Than to believe and know that you could, out of absolute breathtakingly enjoined magnificence, but if it pleases the creation, you'll live and let live for one more night, because what makes your heart skip a beat isn't killing you, so you'll keep riding that fear. and refuse everything that refuses to know it. Yeah, I'm out. Because I think the most important thing was said. I love you. I mean, I know I say it all the time, but psychics and airwaves, angels and demons, Da Vinci codes, and Michelangelo's pizza, cowabunga, dude. What's this? I don't know. What does it mean to be psychic? Can you control energy? What's controlling energy? Oh, it's just an error. It's just a glitch in the screen. Or is it something that you refuse to believe in, but doesn't require your belief to be in? Boom. And I love you. You know, you know, because I thank you. 3144. Namaste. Peace out. A-Town. Burmps. Yeah. All right. Good time. Peace. Namaste.